Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Basketball Bro, back with another video, guys. And today, it is a good day and a okay, not so good day. But as always, right? We are here and we're gonna be talking about making some money because I did spend a lot of money today, guys. Let's welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Over here, we talk about making money and making money every single day so you don't get a rest. We're here to motivate you to make sure that you get to that next level, guys. And also, this is not financial advice, okay? I'm just a 52-year-old guy, 52-year-old, yes, right, that talks about his portfolio every single day, okay, guys? And every now and then, every day or so, I get a lot of inputs from the guys who watch this video and critique me and making sure I'm still on track. Guys, I appreciate the love. You guys know that. All right? So we are on our way to 3,000 subs. We just made it past 2,150 plus subscribers, okay? And we are growing. We are growing. We are financial investment retire early channel, okay? And we talk about real estate, but not a lot of real estate. For now, mostly we're talking about dividend investing. When I start putting more money into real estate, I will bring those content to you guys the same way I'm doing this. It's going to be a little difficult, but I'm going to try my best, okay? Because we're here to motivate. All right, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty, guys. The market is actually doing okay. Now, you guys know I don't only invest in the S&P 500, okay? I invest in the Russell. I invest in the NASDAQ. I invest in anything out there that we can invest in to make some money. But we level up our portfolio against S&P 500 because they are the best, okay? So as you can see, the S&P 500 is doing amazing today, right? It is doing amazing. And my portfolio said so, right? Earlier today, it wasn't doing this great, okay? It was kind of red here and there, right? Now, when I say red, I was still looking at this. I was looking at my portfolio. So don't come back and be, oh, Edwin, this. No, I was looking at my portfolio, and there was a lot of red in my portfolio, okay? So we ended up spending some money today because we got to take advantage of that. Even though we got, 12 plus thousand coming in to the portfolio tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, yeah. We got $12,000 coming in the portfolio tomorrow, but I spent double that amount today. But we're going to talk about that later. Okay, guys? You can see Google, Oracle, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon, Costco. All these guys are in the green. JP Morgan Chase. We got, this stuff is so green. I haven't seen it like this in a minute because every day is like red, red, red. Okay, but let's look at some crypto. Okay, before we get into the main portfolio, let's talk about some crypto. Guys, if you're investing in crypto, you see how the crypto market is right now, right? I don't know if it's a crypto spring break or a crypto summer break, but crypto is taking some time off, right? Because we're coming from that highs of highs, and now we're coming back down a little bit, but it's still, you know what? It's still good. People still making money. A lot of people still making a lot of money off of crypto, but you invest in crypto, that's your business. Now, I like this graph, right? This website. This is an amazing website. This is for like crypto for dummy type website, okay? They got everything here in front of you that you can use. And I'll go, guys, they don't pay me to talk about this, okay? I'm just telling you guys because I use this website every single day to show you guys about crypto and to motivate you guys. See, Bitcoin was up yesterday, 2-3%? It's down 0.7%. It's just, it goes up and down. It's like a woman in motion. I'm sorry, ladies, if you're watching this. I take a jab at you guys every now and then, so don't come for me, okay? It's just jokes, just my corny jokes, so don't come for me, please. All right, guys, enough about crypto. Let's get down to business, right? You see the portfolio is going back up. We have some money that came in the other day, and I did not use the funds. We still have $9.50 in here. Now, tomorrow or depending on what time the money show up, we're going to get some money here. All right, to invest. Now, on the 15th, I believe, they're going to take out that $3 platform fee. So whenever they take out that $3 platform fee, I'm just going to set it to invest. Because that's the thing I talk about this investing with M1. It's not a it's a set it and forget it kind of platform. Because can you imagine, right, the market was down earlier today. if I wanted to buy, I had to put that order in before the market opened. I had to put that order in for that to go out. Now, if I miss a chance, even though the market's been down most of the day, my portfolio been down, it's just gonna go up now. Before the market close, I can't do that with M1. Okay, you can only buy in the morning or in the evening. I think at 1 o'clock, but you have to have that platinum or whatever they call it thing to buy, and that's the only thing I have with them. Like the other portfolio, I can buy after hours. I can buy in the morning, extended hours in the day, extended hours at night. I can buy. And some positions on Robinhood, you can buy them 24 hours a day now, right? Even though the market closed, you can still buy those positions, right? So that's some of the benefits of having some of the other platform, and the benefit of having, using the other platform. Like I said, this is good for people who just want to set it and forget it. But if you investing in stuff that I invest in, I would not want to set my account and forget it, right? That's why I keep telling you at some point I'm going to close this account, right? I think I've talked about this enough where you guys know that when I started investing, to where I don't need to go back. There's splendid videos. That's what I talk about that have, February 2020, when I started investing in dividends. Okay. So like I say, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start selling stuff and then withdraw my money out of here. And that money is going, more 90% of that money, 100% of that money going to go into this portfolio here. Okay. My new chart swap portfolio is where the money is going to go. Now I have the one I had before that I moved to Fidelity. I still have that portfolio. Now, the other day I was thinking about something and I can't remember now, right? But I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to stop putting some money in the other portfolio and start investing. But I don't need to have two portfolio here. I really don't need it, right? I only need one. And this portfolio, right, with $8,000 is almost generating enough money, right, to pay for my Tesla. Now that's one bill, okay? That's one bill. My Tesla is what, 600 and it's 670 something or whatever it is. I think I raised it up to about 680 on the auto pay. And the reason why I keep the payment is because my rate is 0.99%. So I'm paying less than 1%. So there is no need to be in a rush to pay it off. Okay, $40-some thousand car. Before after I got the incentives, it don't need for me to rush and pay it off. I'm down. I think I paid down the car probably like 6,000 already on the car that I paid down or more, because the balance is like 36,000, something like that. And I mean I could pay the car off in a month, or if I wanted to, or 2 months if I wanted to. But I mean I can use that money to make me more money to pay the car off, right? Because this little $8,000 here is enough. It's generating enough money on paper, well, in the system, to pay my car payment. But at the end of this month, right? Okay. At the end of this month, I would know if my dividend is going to be generating enough from this account, right? Because even though I calculate the money on the tracker, I would know for sure if this portfolio is going to be generating enough money to cover the car payment. Now, the market just closed, right? The market just closed. But I spend some money in here buying Misty, right? You can see my average is 27, and Misty is down today like $24, right? Now, Misty paid $2, so of course it makes sense that it will go down, by that $2 and change. But then we're going to see how fast it's going to come back from the money we're going to get tomorrow in dividend. Okay. I did buy some Misty. I bought some AIYY. Now I've been thinking about selling out of my AIYY because they only pay like 30 something cents. That kind of like pissed me off. Like 30 something cents, really. And also because looking at my other portfolio, right, with AIYY, I'm only down like 4,000, 4,600, whatever it is. The difference in what I've gotten from AIYY in dividend is more than what I'm down. So I'm thinking, right, I need to go back and calculate and see how much money I've collected from AIYY in the past months, and then be like, you know what, if I'm going to keep it or get rid of it, because like I say, I'm here to make money. I don't invest in high yield dividend to get money for low yield dividend. I'm not going to do that. So even though 35 cents is a lot of money, right? But for me, that's not good enough if I'm taking that risk, right? I'd rather put that money in JEP, JEPQ, get 7% or whatever, 8%. At least I know I'm getting something consistent instead of changing the game. Okay. Um, and I was, like I said, I was looking at my portfolio to see what else, I can get rid of, right? Because I got about $20,000 in AIYY. So $22,000 in AIYY. That would give me almost, today, that would give me almost 1,000 share of Misty, right? That's almost 1,000 share of Misty. And with 1,000 share of Misty, right? If Misty, let's say Misty paid $2, that's $2,000, right? That's $2,000 because almost 1,000 shares, give or take 5 or 6 shares out of that, you know. So it's like, come on, why would I want to be wasting my time? So guys, like I said, I'll tell you guys what's going on, right? So you guys can understand how I'm doing stuff and the reason why I'm doing stuff. So you guys can have that idea and help you guys think, right? Because everybody's not an expert. Everybody haven't been doing this for 4 years. Everybody haven't been doing this for 5 years or 1 year or 2 years. Some people just started doing this a month ago, 2 months ago, right? So that's the reason I try to be consistent in these videos to help everybody out, especially the people that are just starting, right? To help you guys out and to continue to have this conversation so people can give me feedback when I talk about different things. I get feedbacks in the comments that keep me going, right? Because I know you guys are paying attention, especially the people that are making a lot more money than me or almost as much as I'm making. Um, it helps me because I can have that conversation. I'm talking about it, but you guys can listen and then respond and something in my way that helped me think and be like, okay, am I making the right decision? Or making the wrong decision, right? And that's what we hear about. So you can see the portfolio is down $400 today. Most of that down coming from Misty. Okay, that's where that down coming from. Now I'm still buying Misty. We get paid tomorrow. Whatever coming in, money probably gonna go to what else next coming? I think that's gonna go to Tsly, more likely. Whatever money coming in today gonna go to Tsly. I mean tomorrow gonna go to Tsly, and I'm gonna split. I'm gonna split that up, right? I'm gonna put some into Tsly, and depending on how much, I don't remember the exact amount now that I'm getting from this portfolio, a couple $100 probably. When that money come in, I'm gonna split that in half, put half back into Misty, and the other half gonna go into Tsly. Right? It's gonna go into Tsly. As you can see, Tsly is kind of down right now. I only got like not down, but I only got like 10 shares. I'm down like $1.18, $18 already. But I need to buy more Tsly. So I mean that's where we at. So either I might put all of that into Tsly or some of it into Tsly. Now there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna get rid of AIYY because I don't need to have 3 different things that pay me in the same day. Because that money, like I said, the money that I have in AIYY that's gonna pay me 30-something cents, I can have that money into Misty that's gonna pay me $1, $2, or $3 or whatever, right? And I told you guys, this is not. It's not being friends with AIYY. It's about making my money. So, and when they stop playing with my money, it's time for them to go, right? Because we ain't got time for that. So we're gonna watch it, and if it goes up, I might still sell it. in my entire portfolio, right? I might still get rid of it and put that money into probably PLTY that is paying, PLTY is hot. It's not dropping right now, right? My my growth account is about to hit $50,000, mostly because of Palantir. Okay, mostly because of Palantir. I bought Palantir at $12.77. And the only thing I hate, I only bought 250 shares, right? And my 250 shares right now is worth over 20-something thousand dollars. That is crazy. I'm telling you, that stuff is crazy. That 250 shares, right, is worth over $26,000 that I pay peanuts, peanuts for, right? But and it's only going to continue to grow with the current administration in the United States. It's gonna continue to grow. Today it's like close at $117.91, right? I'm just waiting for the split. I don't know what it take. They're taking too long. Maybe they're gonna at some point they're gonna go into the S&P 500, right? But I'm waiting for them to do a split. If they do a 4-for-1, 5-for-1 split, that would give me 1,000 shares, right? If they do a 4-for-1, that's gonna give me over 1,000 shares. If they do a 3-for-1, that would give me 1,000 shares. That's why I'm not buying no more. I'm just gonna hold on to it. And if they do a split, they need to do a split right now. Why they're hot? Because they're gonna continue to grow. So before you know it, they're gonna be back at 100 again in less than 6 months. Guys, I'm waiting for them to do that. And then my money just gonna be doubling in my growth account. Right? They don't pay dividend, but that growth, that's what we get. Whenever I need that money, I'll have to sell it. That's the only thing, but I can always do options against that, right? Because I got over 200 shares in there. But I'm not gonna change the subject. We're gonna stay to what we're talking about, guys. Okay. All right. So Boys in the Hood is still down. They've been running below this stuff all freaking day, right? And look at this. Everything else is green in here, but my portfolio is still down 2,000 some dollars. You know why? It's not even freaking Misty. Misty's down, yes. Okay, I got a high. I bought them high, yes. Right, but $3,000 is coming from in here, right? Or 2,000, whatever it is in Misty because I bought high. The good thing about this, I like about this, right? Even though it's messing up my margins and all the other stuff, is I can DCA in any time, right? I can buy whatever I want, whenever I want, even whatever the price is. Because every time I buy, now I'm at 39. Okay, we still got ways to go. If I throw another 20 grand in here, right, and buy some more positions at this rate before it goes back up, right? I don't know. I'll do 20 grand. I might be able to throw when we get paid tomorrow and pay down whatever I need to pay down. What I can do is throw maybe like 6,000 in here from the other account, and just see what happens, right? Throw about 6 grand in here and buy some more Misty, because even though I'm growing, I'm paying down the portfolio. Right? But I'm buying that Misty. My value is $39,000 in Misty. Look at this negative right here, right? If you add that to that, that's like 60,000, $60,000+, right? So we're gonna continue to pay this sucker down. As we pay this sucker down, this number here is gonna go up. The number gonna continue to increase. This number is gonna continue to go down. But that's what we gotta do. That's what we're dealing with, Misty, right? Look, it was way down over here, went back up a little bit before the market closed, and then it kind of took a little nosedive, right? It started to take a nosedive right before the market closed, and it's shooting back up again. But we ain't gonna get scared. We ain't gonna get scared because we ain't worried about that. Bitcoin's not going nowhere. Okay? Bitcoin's not going nowhere. The price might drop. It might go up and down, it's gonna fluctuate, but it ain't going nowhere. I need to get my Coney 600, 1,000 shares, right? I got another. How long do I have before Coney pays again? Okay, so I got another 2 weeks. I'm not counting this Friday. I got 2 more weeks before Coney pays again. So I will have time to raise Coney up. I'm gonna need 350 shares to get it to 1,000 shares, right? When I get Coney to 1,000 shares, then we're gonna start working on NVIDIA. Even though I mean it don't pay a lot, but we'll start working on that. At some point, I need to sell this AMD. I don't really want AMD. That was like a trial thing I got, testing it out. Um, but you can see I'm down like $4, which is not bad. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. As soon as it goes up, maybe at some point I'll be like, the hell with it. I'll sell it at a loss. I don't. Sometimes it's not like taking a loss for me. I don't really worry about it because I look at this different from other people. Even though it's a loss, but that helps my tax burden when I go do my taxes. And all the losses from last year, um, that helped me with when I do my taxes and what I got to pay back to the government, or they're gonna give me some money. So I mean, I don't worry about losses like that. So guys, see, Misty is like killing me, and then all these cryptos, my Shiba, my Shiba, my dearest Shiba is down now. Yesterday, this was up a little bit yesterday, and I'm like, man, I want to sell Shiba. I'm waiting. I'm not gonna rush to sell Shiba at a loss, not at an $800 loss. It might take a month. It might take 6 months. It might take another year before I sell this sucker. But I'm gonna sell all of my crypto out of this portfolio because I don't need crypto in here anymore. And as you can see, I'm down to 900 and something dollars. Right? They keep going up, down, up, down, up, down. So once we get to the point, and they go back up again. See? So I don't pay attention to that stuff. I get paid tomorrow. That's going to take care of the margin call, and I'm going to throw another $6,000 in here from the other portfolio when we get paid next week, and buy more Bitcoin. I said buy more Bitcoin, buy more Misty, right? And continue to grow these other positions. AMD Y got to go. I mean, with a $4 deficit, it's not that big of a deal. I need to check and see the dividend that we collected. We probably made enough dividend to cover that $4, so it's not really a loss. Um, and build some of the other positions up. AIYY in here is got 1,000 share in AIYY. Where's AIYY? See, I got 1,000 share in AIYY, and I can sell that and throw that money into Palantir. Even though Palantir is high, I'm still going to get more dividend from Palantir. Now, guys, like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm just here talking about my portfolio, okay? So don't say, oh, Edwin giving financial advice. No, I'm not giving no goddamn financial advice, right? So don't come put your money here and something happened to it. You say, that dude told me to put my money in there. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. As you can see, the overall income for Robinhood, this is Robinhood, is dropped down from 8,000 plus, 9,000 plus in this portfolio tracker to 7,800. Now, of course, I haven't bought anything because I don't have the money in the account to buy anything, and I don't want to put any more money in there right now until I get paid. But we're still going to buy more stuff into this portfolio. We're going to buy more Misty because Misty is our highest default. Default is in Misty. Okay, guys? And using margin, sometimes that's what we got to deal with. And it can help you and it can break you. That's why I tell you guys, do not use margins if you don't have the means. If you need money and you don't have the extra money that you can just take and throw in there, do not use margin because it's going to help you when the market is good. It's going to help you build your portfolio. But when the market is fluctuating, going up and down like this, that you have to put money in there. So let's say if I didn't have that money to put in my portfolio, there's two options if I couldn't put money in there. I would have to sell $1,000 or $2,000 worth of positions to cover the margins. Or if I don't do it, they will sell enough to cover the margin. But you will want to do it because you know your portfolio, you know what you want to sell, what you might want to sell. Then they just taking stuff at random and selling it and putting that money back into your portfolio. Okay, so that's the only problem if you don't have the cash. In my case, I have the cash. I have money coming in from the other portfolio into this portfolio, and it's going to cover that other than the dividend that coming in. The dividend coming in should cover the amount. Easy, right? I got over 2,000 just coming from Misty alone. AIYY, SQY. So those guys combined, I have a good decent amount of money coming into there. So I mean, I'm not worried about it. Okay, I'm not worried about it, and neither should you. Continue to invest. When you get these down days, right? This is how we accumulate wealth, especially when no matter if you're investing in high yield, extreme high yield, low yield, mid yield, right? It don't matter what you invest in any one of those categories based on me, right? Everybody call them high yield and regular yield, whatever. But my category, I get in full category, break them down, okay? So if you're investing in any one of those, you got to understand that there will come a time where the market is going to drop. And as of late, it's been dropping a lot, right? We're going up and down, mostly down. And kind of painful sometimes. So guys, we're back to the big boys. You want the rumba. Okay. Income went up. Now estimated income, right? This is across the board, right? That average is the next 12 months average. Okay. I will show you guys where the actual income for this month has dropped down a little bit more because, of course, we got the payout coming from Misty and the payout coming from AIYY. That is less than what we got last month. So, of course, the income for the month has dropped from that $39,000 to now, I think it's like at $32,000, $33,000. So next week, depending on what kind of dividend we get, that number can go back up or it can go back down if it's lower than the average. But still, it's still better than the regular everyday dividend you're going to receive from a 2%, 3%, 5%, 6% yield. Okay, guys? Okay. I hope I cover that. Okay? So I like talking about this portfolio right here because this is my new pride and joy. Now, I spent some money in this portfolio yesterday and today, and finally, this stuff updated. Even though I don't think it's updated fully because I bought some stuff today that haven't shown up yet in the total amount. But from a $8,000 portfolio, is generating almost $6,000 a year. Now, $6,000 from $8,000, guys, that's a lot of money. Okay, that is a lot of money for anybody. I don't care how much money you got, right? If you got $8,000, that's generating you almost $6,000. Guys, I mean, you almost got all your money back in a 1 year period, right? That's almost 100% of my money. And like I told you guys, this account is the account that's going to be paying all my bills out of this account. I already got my Tesla set up to come out of this account. Well, not out of this account. It's out of my regular account, but the money going to be coming from this account to pay for my Tesla. Now, sometime this year, I will be converting from an individual account to a corporate account, right? All of my accounts, right, will be converted into a corporate account, right? And then I'll be getting a salary from the account. And you guys like, well, Edwin, why would you want to do that? You're going to get taxed twice. Yes. But there is a reason, because as a company, there's a lot more things I can write off as a business than I can write off as a person. Plus, if somebody, let's say, for instance, I have my kids. If I got to pay child support, they're going to count for child support out of my $400,000 I'm getting every month or every year. right? They will come out for whatever salary I'm getting from the business, right? And I'm going to get the lowest amount, probably like $46,000 a year from the business, even though the business will be taking care of everything else because of business expense. But that will be my salary. So if somebody comes to collect some money, they're going to come get some money from that salary, not all the other money that's coming in. And it is automatic. Well, I won't say it is automatically legal. It is legal, but that's just another way of protecting your asset. Okay, guys, another way to protect your asset. So, like I said, now let me click over here. Go back before it load up. You just need this little part here, right? So this estimate, of course, the estimate drop, right? That would say the estimate it drops, right? Almost $600, 600,000, 600, almost 6,000, right? So we got 500 and plus, right? This is what we got coming in. That is still a lot of money. $500 a month from an $8,000 investment. You cannot beat that. You can't beat that. So in a year's time, right? $5,000. I can say 5,000. $500 in a year's time. That's over $6,000, right? I'll get 500 times 500 times 2 times 6. When I'm not doing the 12, right? I'm doing my own Edwin's math. Okay, that's over $6,000, right? But this money is gonna continue to grow because right now I'm not gonna use this to pay the car payment because that money gonna come from my Fidelity account to my other account as we grow this portfolio, right? We're growing this portfolio. That's the thing, growing this portfolio. And this right here, right now, is the money maker. And guys, I just spent over $24,000 today buying freaking Misty in my Fidelity portfolio. Over $24,000 buying Misty. Now, of course, what I bought today, I'm not going to get any dividend for it. But yesterday I couldn't do it because I was flying yesterday, and I couldn't do that stuff. And my friend was around me, and of course, I don't like to do, my videos, with certain people. When I feel comfortable with the board, I can do the video. Then everything is locked in, right? But until then, I don't feel comfortable having, $400,000, $500,000 showing, and they're like, this dude, you only give me $100, but he got $400,000, $500,000 sitting there somewhere. That mindset. So I'm very protective of that, right? But you can see how much Fidelity dropped, right? If we go back to the overall, it was at 30, now it's at 24. It might go down lower, right? So if we go right here, $33,000. So that thing dropped from 38, I believe it was yesterday, 38 to 33,000. But even if it go down to 20K a month, that's still a lot of money. That's still $100,000, right? In 10 months. And is that right? No, that's not right. That math is not right. That's $200,000. I'm sorry. So guys, I don't know. I might be tired of it. I've made several comments that was inaccurate when it comes to money. So my math ain't mathing it for real. But guys, you guys get the point, right? It doesn't matter how much money you get to a point, because as of right now, I'm not using all of this money. I might be using a couple of thousand, maybe 5,000 from this 40-something, 30-something thousand that I'm getting every month, right? That I'm spending on stuff for myself. But the rest of the money is being reinvested back into, I was just about to say reinvested back into the business, but reinvested back into the market. right? What is in the Fidelity portfolio? Or in the Charge Swap portfolio that I'm building up right now, into my daughter's portfolio that I'm building up so she can be able to pull money from there, right? And have her spending money coming out of there. So there are multiple things that I'm doing, right? That you guys don't know about, especially with her spending account, trying to throw money into that account to where it's generating her, a couple of $1,000s a month. So I don't have to be giving her money, the money that can come out of there, come out of that account. So when she do her taxes, she won't got to pay taxes on that money, right? But in the end, if she listens to me, we're gonna be okay because she's gonna follow Daddy's instructions, which she's been doing pretty good at lately. All right, guys. Just remember, right? I keep yapping. I keep remembering to tell you guys this is not financial advice, okay? You guys already know I'm 52 years old. And I'm talking about my portfolio alone. Nobody else's, just me. At some point, we'll be talking about other members' portfolio, right? We'll kind of go through it and see what they got, what they're willing to share, okay? We're gonna see what they're willing to share, guys. If you want to be on the weekly portfolio conversation, I already got 2 people that I talked to already through messages on the channel. But as we get closer to time, I'm gonna talk to you guys in person, not in person, but talk to you guys over the phone, have a conversation so you can know the process, what we're gonna be going through, and if you're comfortable with it, then we can do that. We can have that conversation. Now, one thing I haven't realized yet or come up with yet, if we're gonna do a live or we're just gonna do a show recording and then post it for everybody else. Now, I prefer to do the live, but the only thing about the live is if it's on live and you show something, you cannot take it back. So we got to be very careful about that and showing people personal information. So there's something that we have to discuss to make sure it is okay, right? Because it is your stuff. What I'm showing here. If I record something, I can go back and edit it and take it out. Because I watch the videos, right? I can take it out to make sure it's not showing. But when you're doing a live and you show some account information, the only way, somebody can just stop it and go back and see that stuff. Okay, so we got to be careful about that. But income went up, right? So we wouldn't need 30 more K to be at 500K, right? 30 more thousand to be at 500. And this is the estimated income for the 12 months period, right? And in 10 years, if we continue to invest like this in 10 years, any value of the portfolio is going to be $20+ million, right? And the annual income in 10 years is almost at $6 million, guys. So as we build this income to get this income to that $60,000 and then to the $100,000 mark, by the time we get to that point, right? So even let's say if we get to 60,000 and I can pull out $30,000 a month to spend or reinvest in other projects, which would be real estate, right? Outside of the market, and reinvest $30,000, that is still a lot of money. And then when we get to 100K, right, I can still reinvest that 30 or 25 and pull out $75,000 to where it can just sit there and accumulate for 6 months period. And we're gonna have, almost another $1 million to put down on a bigger project. To where we're using other people's money to get to. Guys, this is just a starting point. You can be worried about the small stuff. It says dream big, dream bigger. For me, I've always been a real estate guy. And this level of investment have changed a lot for me, right? It made me a millionaire in the last 3 months. I was able to cross that threshold. And I didn't even know it, right? So that's if you're not checking stuff, of course you don't know. But I would have crossed that. Now it's like on to the next one. And then once you get the next one, the next 2 years, that's going to double. And that's, like I said, I'm just talking about the market. I'm not talking about real estate. But as this double and we're pulling that money out and reinvesting it into the market, now that's growing too. And that's not just going to be growing at 1 or 2 million. It's growing at 10, 15 million at a time because we're buying big properties, 10, $20 million property, $5 million property, right? That's going to be generating up to $500,000 a year in income or more, and also have that growth value. So later on, we decide to sell it or whatever, that money is coming in. Guys, we're not just doing this, to be like, oh, okay, we're making 40,000 and we're going to sleep. Or we're making 10,000 and we go to sleep. Right? This is the time we build generational wealth for us and our kids. Why do people keep sending work email right now? Huh? I'm like trying to do stuff to see sending work emails, even though it's work time. But guys, we here trying to build something, right? Like I was talking to my boss today. I'm like, she's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the president hours, blah, blah, blah. I say, yeah. I say, you know what? The only thing I'm going to do is get rich. And I'm going to get richer. And she like, yeah, Edwin, I know what you mean. But she don't understand that I already crossed that threshold of having 1M. She don't know that. Yesterday, I was so upset because, I've been telling you guys about this student loan, right? You guys know how much my daughter got approved for student loan? I was so mad yesterday when I was talking to her. And she was like, Daddy, I know. I'm like, show me the email because I don't believe you. And she sent me that message to send her. They approved her for $5,000. Now, I don't know because I told her to go and verify because it just said you have been approved for $5,000. They don't say if it's for the semester or it's for the entire school year. Now, we already finished one semester. This is the second semester. So I'm assuming that she's going to be getting maybe $10,000 or a year or some shit like that. Right? But I'm like, she have a student, her school fees is $20-something thousand a year. But they give her $5,000 for $20-something thousand a year tuition. So because you have a high salary does not mean you have money in the bank. You can still have a high salary and live paycheck to paycheck. I know plenty of people that do that. Even me, I live paycheck to paycheck because when my money come in, I pay what I got to pay. I reinvest my money. I don't keep money sitting around doing nothing. These are my little soldiers. I put them to work. They go out work and generate me more money. When the bills come, we pay the bill. We reinvest the rest. We don't have money sitting there just for nothing. No. So in that essence, I live paycheck to paycheck. Right? So I don't have money coming in. But the fact that I know, okay, they're going to give her $5,000. Okay, we paid tuition on $5,000 for the semester. Now I got to come up with another $7,000 to pay the 12. That's easy. That's easy, right? And we already have an account for her that's generating more than that $7,000 a month. So that's still fine. And in 5 years or 4 years, 3 years, whatever half years she finished with school, she's not going to have $100,000 school bill tuition. Instead, it's going to be $50-something thousand or less. So to the point where I'm like, you know what? Maybe we don't even need to do the loan thing. But if we're doing the loan thing, I'm still reinvesting that $5,000 a semester or a year that in the end going to be generating more money to pay back the loan. That's how I look at it. Now, you guys tell me if I'm wrong by thinking that way, but I was so annoyed about that. What my income status have to do with what she gets for me guaranteeing what she gets, right? Instead, they're giving her money based on my income and taking money away from her, and I'm just guaranteeing the money that it's going to be paid back. That part I don't understand at all. Now maybe I'm overthinking this stuff, right, guys? But I like to share stuff with y'all. So because some of you guys got kids, maybe old like mine or younger, I have no idea. I got a 2-year-old and the 19-year-old. Okay. So It's a big difference, and it's annoying. And I was annoyed, but as I sit here and look at this stuff, I can say, you know what? It doesn't matter whether they give her 5,000, 10,000, 11,000, because push comes to shove tomorrow, I've generated enough money in this week to pay the rest of her tuition for the semester. Did you guys hear that? I've generated enough money this week. This week we're in right now, over 12 stacks. And that's just on the high yield stuff. That's not even on the other stuff that are going to come in during the week. I'm just talking about on the extreme high yield, AIYY, Misty, and SQY. Those three. That's it. Not the other stuff that are going to be paying dividend this week. I've already paid dividend this week. So, guys, I say all of this to say this is not financial advice. Invest in your future, guys. It might take you 5 years like it took me. Actually, it took less time, but it might take 5 years like it took me. But I spent almost 4.5 years investing in lower yield investments, right? And very little amount in the high yield investment to balance out my portfolio, right? But now I'm more into the high yield than the lower yield stuff, right? Because I got to get the money from the high yield to put it into lower yield to get investment going faster. And you guys already know that. For the new people, go back and watch the other videos so you can catch up or ask questions. And then I will make a video about your questions. Well, not about your question, but I'll make a video and add your questions into the next video. Okay, guys? And I don't want to be yapping too long because you guys know I get carried away. But this number today, right, even though the dividend went down because of Misty and AIYY, we still on average for the next 12 months, $470,000. Now, the quarter is almost over. I was hoping we might be able to get, to 500,000 before the end of this quarter. But it might not happen. But next quarter for sure, I believe the next quarter, if it don't happen this quarter, until the middle of the year, we should be at 500,000. And the closer we get to $500,000 a year, the closer we're going to be getting to $60,000 a month. Okay, guys? Me and my yapping. Okay? Now, don't come from my tracker because, like I said, this is all estimated, right? This is all estimated income. They look at the average number because they can't calculate the rest of the months here, right? As you see the months go down to 39, just dealing with this month. Now, this might go down some more. Might not. It might go back up, depending on what we get paid next week from Tsly and the other guys, right? That's might make up some grounds. But, I got $7,000 last week, almost $8,000. This week, I'm getting $12,000 plus, right? If you add both of those together, right, that's like 20-something thousand, almost $20-something thousand. Almost $20-something thousand. Almost 20,000. 20-something, 20, whatever. Almost. In 2 weeks. And we still got 2 more weeks to go. Of course, Misty pays is the highest paying week. Right? Misty week is the highest paying week. Until I build up Palantir, which will be the next guy I'm going to start working on to get that going. So we can have 2 weeks that are going to be generating a lot of money across the board. Okay? I mean, that's all we can do. All right, guys? So I hope, the content today help motivate you guys on down days, right? Because even me making this content every day, right? I go back and forth over this stuff, how to best balance the portfolio, right? And to minimize losses, right? Because if I gain 40% and lose 60%, it's not benefiting me or my portfolio, right? But if I'm gaining 60 to 80% and losing 20%, of course the portfolio, the win loss column is great, right? And when I say losing, I'm talking about the amount in negative, right? As the dividend come in and the amount goes down, you pay $25 here and the thing dropped down to $11. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about losing. Because if you have to sell, you're gonna take a loss. And at some point you have to accept the loss. And the reason I say accept the loss because you're gonna write it off, reinvest it into something else, or let it sit there and go to zero. It's your choice, right? You just let it sit there. Eventually, if it keep going down, it's gonna go to zero, or they're gonna do a reverse split, and you're gonna lose shares, and your value is gonna be the same, which is bullshit. But you're gonna lose shares, and if you lose shares, that means you're losing income. Right? If you have 1,000 shares, they do a reverse split 3-for-1. Now you got 250 shares. Even if they pay $1 a share, that's $250. Compared to if you have 1,000, they pay $1 a share, that's $1,000. So you do that math. If you don't get it, that's your business. If you get it, okay. So guys, remember to invest in your future. You don't have to invest like I do, but just invest. You can invest in the lower yield stuff that is safer, where you can sleep better at night. Invest. Because at some point, people losing a job left, right, and center. People getting laid off, right? I was watching YouTube yesterday. The guy made a video, and he was thanking Donald Trump because all the people getting deported. Now he went out. He was able to get a construction job. I mean, he looked like he just got out of jail, but he was able to go out and get a job. So, I mean, another man's trash is another man's, what do you call it, blessing, right? You know, so things happen for people in different ways, right? People are losing good people are losing their family. But, hey, another man's disappointment is another man's blessing. Okay? We don't talk about politics here. Every now and then I share a little light on what's going on, but we don't talk about politics here. We talk about making money. That's it. Right? So, if you want to be that guy that he loses job and he have to go look for jobs or get a job that you normally wouldn't do, or just take a job because you have to pay your bill, take care of family. I've been there many times. I've been out of jobs a few times in my life. Because I worked as a contractor for many years. So contract 1 year, 2 year, sometimes 6 months, could pay a lot of money, but then you're out of a job. You gotta wait 2 to 3 months, sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes I leave one, walk into the other, right? But you guys get the gist. So think about, what if that happened to me? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to feed my family? Now, if you have $2,000, $3,000 coming in, and you lose your job, they give you a package or whatever, and you know how much money you got now, depending on what that package is, you're like, you know what? If I take that $50,000 package they're going to give me, it's just a number, and throw it into my investment, that $50,000 can give me about $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Plus what I already got coming in, another $2,000 already coming in. I might be okay. Because the thing about it, you got to pay taxes on this money later. You can deduct the taxes now and set that money aside, but you got to pay taxes on this money later. And as you find yourself, of course, at the end, when you go do your taxes, and you might have to put the tax on payment plan or something. Who knows? But you still have money that can take care of you. You still have money that can take care of you and your family while you try to figure things out, get another job, or don't ever work again. Move to another country, live under your means. I was looking at my bills today. Okay? So my water bill came, it was quite high. Where's the freaking bill? My water bill was almost $80, $75, right? And I haven't been here, so I don't know why the bill's so high. And the apartment haven't been ready to rent it a lot, but the bill is so high. I have no idea, right? But when I look at the bill, even though I've paid a lot of stuff, right? I didn't have to pay rent in the other apartment this month, right? So that's $380 I did not have to spend in the other apartment. I still had to pay internet because of turning off late. I might have to pay next month. I'm not sure, but Christian will let me know. Pay the light, $25. The gas bill was $14. The water bill last month was $50. And I have no idea what it's going to be this month. But I'm only supposed to pay half of that. So whenever they send that bill, I'll pay that and I'll be done. The only bill I have to pay now is my light bill in Cartagena. Now, that bill is going to be gone while I'm gone. It's going to be here while I'm gone. So the apartment manager is going to send me the bill. Then Christian will take care of it. I know you guys hear me talking about Christian all the time. Christian, he's an amazing guy. He's like my little brother. I mean, he's an amazing dude. Okay. Somebody that I've known for a very short period of time. He's very trustworthy guy and good character person. All right, so guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I've talked enough. Took you guys' ears off enough. Don't quit, guys. Don't give up, right? Because days like today, when the portfolio goes down like that, it kind of mess with your psyche. And like I tell you guys, take the emotion out of it and just work hard. Work hard, put the money in there, right? Because you're gonna need that money for another day. Just think about it that way, right? You're investing in your future for the rest of your life, right? And that's pretty much it. I don't need 30,000 to live. I don't need 40,000 to live. Right now, I need about $12,000 a month. But once I pay off a couple of things, a couple of loans that I can pay off in 6 months, then that money gonna drop from 12,000 to 7, and then in the next 3 to 4 months, it's gonna drop down, and it's gonna continue to drop down because I'm paying off these bills that, for this apartment I'm in that I bought. That's almost $3,000 plus dollars, $3,200 plus dollars every month because of loan that I got in the U.S. to pay for this place cash, right? But if I default on that loan, they can't take my apartment in Colombia. They're just going to give me bad credit, right? They might put a lien on my house in the U.S. or on my condo in the U.S. But any property I have outside the U.S., they can't touch it. Now, I'm not going to do that, but I'm just saying, right? I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to buy more real estate in the U.S. As soon as I get enough money to do that, the condo is gone. We're going to 1031 exchange that condo. Now, at that point, I don't really care about the money because whatever taxes I'm going to be getting, whatever tax is going to be, and depending, hopefully the price of the condo still 3 times what I pay for it, and then I'm going to sell it. We're going to 1031 exchange that money into an apartment building, plus whatever money I have to invest into that building. That's going to be generating a good sum, and we're going to give people jobs, right? And when I get my apartments, when I get my company up and running, Christian, I hope you listen to me. Okay, when I get this real estate company back in full running, and my daughter decides she's going to come and run the company, then she's going to come and run the company. But until then, when I get that company up and running, you're going to be the first person I hire. I'm telling you right now. You're going to be the first person I hire. Whether you're in the United States or you're in Colombia or whatever you at, you're going to be the first person I hire. I'm telling you right now. Okay, buddy? I'm letting you know. So continue doing what you're doing. Continue building yourself up, getting all them skill sets you need. because you got a great job for you coming. Okay? And with that job, you don't even have to stay in the US. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to stay in the US. Even if you have that, you got your green card and all that stuff, you can always come back, live in Colombia, and you travel to the US 3 or 4 times a year, see how business is going. But you don't have to live there. Just telling you. Okay? And it's coming, bro. It's coming. I promise. It's coming. God give me long life. You're a young man. You're not even 30 yet. So you're gonna see that. All right, guys. I know I talk a lot. I talk about any stuff that got nothing to do with us making money about investing. I talk about me making money in real estate. Okay, guys. So until tomorrow, we're gonna do another video tomorrow. Hopefully, I can gain back some of this loss that I have in my portfolio, especially in the Boys in the Hood portfolio. Okay? I think keep going up and down. We'll deal with that tomorrow. All right, guys. I love you guys. Still blessed. Peace out.